So, David Ornstein has confirmed that Man United are seriously considering a move for Matthijs De Ligt. Look at this, United People's TV on tour. That's a little bit better than a studio backdrop. I'm just going to do a quick reaction video because I think this is quite important news. Man United are seriously considering a move to sign Matthijs De Ligt from Bayern Munich. This is what David Ornstein is reporting. 24-year-old is viewed as an increasingly viable candidate as part of United's efforts to strengthen the defence. Club-to-club negotiations are yet to take place, and there is no certainty the move will happen. However, he has emerged as a concrete target, and apparently it's completely independent of any move for Jarrad Branthwaite. So De Ligt is not being lined up simply as an alternative if Manchester United can't sign Jarrad Branthwaite. He's actually, by the looks of things, emerging as the right centre-back target. Now, does that mean that we're not going to be signing Jean-Claire Todibo? I would presume so, because we're not going to sign both of them. And just let me know what you think about De Ligt in the comments, because for me on paper, obviously there's going to be people immediately going, red flag, another former Ajax player. Why on earth are we just signing former Ajax players? De Ligt, you know the madness, I've already said this on the live stream quite a few times. He's still only 24. That's crazy. That really is crazy. I don't know whether he would be the best signing, if I'm being completely honest. I think the price that you would need to pay, you're looking at around about, what, 60 mil? 50 to 60 mil is what I imagine the price for De Ligt would be, which is, for me, a lot. And I think that's pretty much the absolute premium United are going to pay for any player this summer. And is De Ligt that player that I think we should be spending that money on? I don't think he is, if I'm being completely honest. It's not to say that De Ligt would be a bad signing, all right? I'm not suggesting he would be a bad signing. But I don't think he's the right centre-back that I would go after. Look, if United could sign Lenny Yoro, would they? Maybe. But he's going to go Real Madrid. We've already looked at other right centre-backs. We talked about Mark Guéhi on the show. He would cost north of 60 mil, so I don't think that would be even feasible. Jean-Claire Todibo would be... It's just annoying, man. It's typical. It's just peak Man United. Even when there's a centre-back who's available for relatively cheap given his quality and he would fit, we then can't sign him because we're going to get blocked by UEFA. And now, it was a big old bus. And now we're looking at Matthijs De Ligt. Would he fit the system? To a certain degree. Do I think he could play in a high line in the way that I want Man United to play in a high line? Well, he played it in Ajax. He obviously knows Ten Hag's football, of course. Question that you have to ask, right? Last summer we were linked with Kim Min-jae, and we obviously didn't move for him, and he moved to Bayern Munich. If Bayern Munich are willing to sell Matthijs De Ligt, it probably tells you that they're fine with it, right? And Real Madrid, no. Real Madrid never sells a player unless, it typically works out for Real Madrid. They rarely ever regret selling a player. And I'd probably put Bayern Munich quite close to that category. If Bayern Munich sells a player, I'm not sure whether it's actually a good thing. I don't know how to describe that. Now let me read through the news and see if there's anything else said in this article by David Ornstein. Whether United are able to secure one or two new players at the heart of the defence will depend on departures, which are needed to generate finances and free up squad space. Well, we already know that. As I said, look, the pursuit of De Ligt is independent to that of Branthwaite. So Man United could conceivably end this summer then, on paper, hypothetically, with two centre-back signings in De Ligt and Branthwaite. Would that be enough for you? That would mean a back five next season of Onana, Luke Shaw if he's fit, Lisandro Martinez, and then you've got probably De Ligt would be the starter, and then Branthwaite would be there. He could play both positions. It would be a significant upgrade on what we currently have. I just question whether spending £60 million, and I think it would cost 60 million. You let me know in the comments how much you think it would cost. I don't think he would leave Bayern Munich for less than 50 mil. And his wages, by the way, are a big hurdle. I think he's on in the region of 250 grand a week at Bayern Munich. I think it's there or thereabouts. And this is a summer where we're really trying to get on top of our wage structure. Everyone's got a 25% reduction because we didn't qualify for the Champions League. Varane's already left. Casemiro should be leaving. Who are the other top earners? Anthony Martial's left, and he was on 250 grand a week. So presumably De Ligt wouldn't take a wage cut, so he would have to come in and probably be one of Manchester. He would have to earn more than Bruno Fernandes at our football club if we're going to match the same wages that he is currently on at Bayern Munich. And again, I think that might be an issue. Do I think Man United could spend £60 million smarter than De Ligt? I hesitate to probably say yes. And as I said, that's not a slight on the player that he is, but for a £60 million player this summer, for Man United to spend that amount of money, the player has to be perfect. Because we don't have the ability to just spunk money in the way that we did before. We've wasted so much money. We cannot waste any more. We have to hit the bullseye with every single transfer that we make, basically, in the next 3 windows. Which is, look, you're going to make mistakes, and I'm not saying that De Ligt would be a mistake. It's just I would question whether spending that much on De Ligt would be the smartest use of money. It said, what else does Ornstein say? The Netherlands international remains under contract at Bayern until 2027, but the cost of a potential transfer is likely to be more realistic than other options, such as Jared Branthwaite. Of course, 70 mil is never going to happen for Branthwaite. I suppose price is pretty much the dependent factor here. If Manchester United could get De Ligt for in the region of 40 million, and maybe Bayern would be willing to do that. I don't know. Look at that plane coming in, just to ruin the end of my video. That's just rude. In my opinion, I don't think De Ligt is the smartest use of Manchester United's money this summer. It's not to say he would be a bad signing, but also, me saying that, who else would I look at in the right centre-back market? You could go Diamande from Sporting Lisbon is somebody we've been linked with. I've already spoken about Mark Gay here. We're not going to be able to afford. We can't go to Jean-Claire Todibo because of UEFA. Lenny Yoro's obviously going around Madrid, so we're not going to be signing him. And it's like, well, Max Kilman, he's been linked with West Ham and Newcastle. So I mean, like, you can list off a lot, and none of them really ticked it. Jean-Claire Todibo is the one that would have ticked all the boxes. Profile, price, quality, tick, 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 tick. But that might not be able to happen. So I think any other one is probably going to be a compromise. Whether it's a compromise on price, whether it's a compromise on wages, it's not going to be an ideal signing. It's not to say that he would be a bad signing. And David Ornstein has said that Man United are seriously considering a move for him. So you need to let me know what you think in the comments below. I said, look, man, I wish I could have this as my backdrop every single day. It's quite nice to get a little bit of time away. I'll be completely honest. It has been full on for quite a while. But let me know what you think in the comments about De Ligt. All right? Could it be another former Ajax player? Are you looking at red flags? What does it mean if Bayern Munich is willing to sell a player? I think that does say a lot. Let me know. De Ligt. And make sure you drop a like on the video. I'm doing this on holiday. Come on.